Goku and Vegeta's training. Landing on Yardrat likely a bit more gently than the previous Saiyan to unexpectedly set foot here. The natives marvel at the visitors before him. Rico remarks how he's never encountered the Yardratian people. He didn't know what they looked like. His opposite comments how he hears they come in multiple types. When a voice calls out for everyone to move aside. Greeting the pair with a welcoming howdy. A group of small green people show themselves. Reaching out a hand, one of them mutters how he must be Vegeta. They heard all about him from Goku. Though shaking Rico's hand, he mentions how he looks quite simple for a Saiyan. Correcting their host, the pilot stammers how the man behind him is actually Vegeta. Greeting the actual Vegeta instead, the same tells how the Ginyu squad caused quite the stir here on their planet before Goku defeated them. The Saiyan replies that he remembers hearing they'd attacked this place. The Yardratian continues that they're eternally grateful to him and Goku for taking care of that problem. The prince lets them know they're welcome. Moving along, he wants to know who taught instant teleportation to Kakarot, asking, was it one of you lots? But you lot, this bewilders one of the Yardratians, before immediately apologizing. As all of the others disappear, the little guy explains that he's here on his own. Obviously, this trick is different from the multiform technique as it was able to surprise even Vegeta. Rico questions where they all went, but the native states they're rather weak. So sometimes they make copies of themselves to trick people. While Rico tries to make heads or tails of this, they're ushered in to meet the Elder. Unveiling a giant blue guy! He reveals that he's the one who taught Goku instant teleportation. The Yardrat introduces us to Elder Paibara, who already knows that this must be Vegeta. Yet again shaking Rico's hand, he also remarks, you look quite simple for a Saiyan, which is again met with a correction. After Vegeta explains he's hoping to train to defeat the villain Moro, he wants to know if they have a technique that can make that happen. Unfortunately, he's afraid there's been a misunderstanding. They are not blessed with some great wealth of techniques. But what? They devote their studies to only one single thing. It is from that all their abilities are born. The Saiyan queries, what one thing is that? Prompting the master to reveal, spirit control. When asking what he means by that, the green guy says, we call it spirit, Goku called it ki. Does he know about it? And by that name, he does. That's when the native puts on display one of these abilities. First, instant teleportation. Then making copies. Even gigantification. Revealing the giant blue guy isn't so giant after all. These are achieved by shifting, splitting, and growing one's very spirit. Everyone on Yardrat can do these things. The Elder states if you study how the spirit functions, the path will open to Vegeta as well. Putting his ego aside and doing what he came for. He wants him to teach him the so-called spirit control. A few days after Vegeta landed on Yardrat, Goku traveled to another planet to train with Merus, whom of which informs the others that the two of them will be away from HQ for a bit, but to contact him if they need anything. Jocko offers a thumbs up and roger that. They'll handle things here. With no major changes to speak of, time passed unproductively at HQ. The patrolmen talk about the most recent planet Moro has invaded, and the fact that they themselves are running out of personnel to handle it. Even the Galactic King would put his nose in this business. He's told that with Vegeta missing and Goku training with Merus, they're clearly short-handed. To the king. That means they are in need of new recruits then. Turning to Jocko, he queries about the sector he manages. Are there any suitable candidates? Taking him off guard and rubbing his head. He means people who would come willingly, right? Referring to the Tournament of Destroyers, the Octo-Man asks about that other warrior from the match against Universe 6. Where is he? Could they summon him here? And oh, Manaka, of course. But no, he means the Namekian. Thinking about this, Jocko ponders. Namekian, you say? At the lookout, or sanctuary as the manga puts it. Trying to sense out the situation, Piccolo informs that he cannot reach anyone on New Namek. Dende adds their telepathy does have its limits. That's just how it is. His opposite adding that could be it. Unless the Namekians capable of telepathy are all dead. But he doesn't mean... Standing, Piccolo continues that if nothing else, he's certain something terrible is happening out in space. Almost as if on cue. The Macarena gang have made their way to our blue planet. A blue planet they hope has plenty of blue aurum. First things first, time to find a place to land. However, this invasion doesn't get past our heroes. As Dende questions what's gotten into them, Piccolo reveals that someone is approaching the Earth. The question is who? Do they have something to do with whatever nasty business is happening out in the galaxy? A very good question Piccolo is not yet sure of. Counting, he can tell there are 3 of them. He's gonna go check it out. As the Guardian warns him to be careful, he assures them not to worry, their key signatures are weak. Arriving at a wasteland, the gang figures they can land around here without drawing attention. However, they spot someone has beaten them here. Frustrated, Pasta wonders what he wants. His little brother speculates that maybe he saw them flying in from space. Looking at this is only a pain. Their leader instructs Penny to blast him to bits, an order she gleefully complies with. Figuring they annihilated him, Pasta compliments her on her sharp shooting. The smoke clears and they can no longer see him. There should be something left. Where'd he go? When Getty spots him on the roof, above them. A little put off given how many powerful fighters they've encountered recently. Pasta really doesn't know how to react. Piccolo chastises that shooting first without asking questions is terrible manners for a guest, leading the wrong one to wonder just who the heck this guy is. Feeling out the situation from the lookout, Dende mutters to Popo that they certainly don't seem like big threats. When somehow an aircraft sneaks up behind him. Bulma, Bola, and Mr. Satan. The scientist shoots Earth's Guardian a big wave and asks how it's going. Recognizing her, she disembarks and he questions what brings her here. Getting right to it, she wants to know if Piccolo's around. Alas, she's a little late. He just left. He offers his own assistance if he himself can be of use. She informs they just got word from Jocko. He's coming here to draft Piccolo into the Galactic Patrol. Concerned by this, Dende queries if the Galactic Patrol is battling someone or something at this moment, pleading to know everything she does. However, she doesn't have the details. But pulling out a device, they can talk to Jocko directly. With Moro's henchmen officially stepping foot on planet Earth, just how will Piccolo handle the Macarena gang? Will they contact Moro before he has the chance to stop them? If they do, surely this is the beginning of the end for the world our heroes call home.